What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. What a week. We started on Saturday with the Peruvian hearings, where the radiologists, sanctioned by the Peruvian Ministry of Culture, confirmed that Maria the mummy does have morphologically coherent tridactyl features in her feet and hands. Maybe his feet and hands, because we already discussed one of the papers says that Maria might be Mario, not Maria. But that was the key takeaway. That and the fact that we needed to have that hearing done with that statement so we could get more eyes from the international community on the case. And I have good news for you. This is happening. Plenty of the people involved have already been reached out by multiple big players within the community, and they're interested in studying the bodies. So good job, everyone involved. But moving on to this week. So you guys know, we got the hearings on November 13th. I'm going to be with Christian Harloff on the live stream early in the morning, watching and reacting to the whole thing. But I gotta talk about something that we need to discuss here. What is going to be presented at the hearings? We have, and I'm going to leave everything in the description, we have the official pre-written statements from all four witnesses. They're long. I'm going to leave them in the description so you can see what's in there. But we got Representative Tim Burchett revealing that Tim Gallaudet is going to bring some evidence to the hearing. He didn't reveal what it was. Tim Gallaudet also alluded to it on Reality Check this morning, but we still don't know what it is. So here's a clip from Tim Burchett and another subsequent clip from Tim Gallaudet on why these hearings are important and what the government knows that they need to tell the people about the nature of our reality. Here are the clips.
You know, these whistleblowers are at risk. They receive threats for coming forward. I do want to ask you, Congressman, I know you introduced the UAP Transparency Act. You've been championing this for some time. We find ourselves in this moment. Many perceive political upheaval in our country. We are facing foreign wars that need to be solved. People still feeling the pinch of the economy and inflation at home, the border. Why does this in particular matter to you so much?
Well, it's in the purview of the committee. We don't deal with a lot of those other things in oversight. We oversee government and cover-ups. And why in the world would we not want to know what we're spending tens of millions of dollars on? The federal government tells us they don't exist in one breath, but then they won't release files. And when they do, they're redacted heavily because they think we're ignorant and they're arrogant. It says everything to do with Washington. It's power, influence, overconfidence, and arrogance, and money, of course, is all wrapped up into this. And if we had an hour, I could probably just scratch the surface. But I'm hoping we'll get to the bottom of this. Chairman Mace is going to be an excellent chairwoman, and she will, I believe, she will not put up with any garbage. And I'm looking forward to the committee.
Let's not disclose the classified information, technology-wise, that we're learning about UAP. I'm okay with that. We don't want that to go to the American public or our adversaries. But the American public has a right to know the new nature of reality we know, and that the Defense Department and the intelligence community has realized and has evidence of. That's not fair to the American public or the global citizenry at large. So I think this is what has to come out. Have you seen the craft? Have you seen the bodies? Okay, no, I've not. But I know enough about how things work, and I have many other people I will not name that have had access to the programs. And all of that makes me firmly believe what's going on, what we're covering up. And I'm coming out only because of my position as an authority, PhD, former agency head, undersecretary. Someone like me, people like me have to come out and give these individuals top cover for the courage they're showing in speaking up and seeking to overturn this government cover-up. I did visit with the Department of Defense's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office last year. And now, first of all, they're under new leadership. And I make no comments on the current new leadership. I've not met with the new director. I understand there might be a change of course, which I would be happy to see. But when I met with the prior leadership, and they invited me, and in fact, they said, hey, we want to share with you what we're doing. I was a bit disappointed because they didn't tell me to not say what I was saying. What they did is they tried to defend a lot of the false narratives they were promoting. And we all know this. We know the historical records report that they issued, that Chris Mellon subsequently in the debrief wrote an article basically chastising and calling out. And they defended that tooth and nail. And I couldn't believe it, actually. I thought, because Chris did a good job. We all know his credibility. And they basically proceeded to carry out an influence operation on me because they know I have access and influence. And so they worked to persuade me, oh, this report we wrote is solid, incredible. And I asked him, what did you think of Chris Mellon's article? And they told me he was off the mark and in more colorful language. And I couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. And they defended their approach. And it was clear to me this was part of their overall, we know this, disinformation campaign against people like us who are coming out to advocate for UAP disclosure.
Can I ask you this, Tim? Why?
Yeah. So this is the most important aspect of these hearings that we've been telling you guys about, that we need. We need evidence. We need firsthand knowledge. We need a firsthand witness. I think that these guys are hinting that Gallaudet does have some of that. We still don't know what it will be. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But there's another part that I wanted to talk to you guys about, which is Michael Shellenberger's inclusion as a witness in the hearings. We already know that the whistleblowers, that some of them spoke to AARO, some of them spoke to the Inspector General, they are still very much scared of coming forward, like in this hearing, for example. So a tactic that I think they're using, and I'm a journalist, so I would know, although they cannot violate their NDAs or put themselves at risk by coming forward in a hearing like this, they can tell everything to this journalist who is obliged to talk about this stuff because it's his work. So presumably what might happen at the hearings with Shellenberger is that he's going to tell the whole enchilada about this program, Immaculate Constellation, and potentially maybe reveal the names of other programs that also have the Immaculate name on them. If he does that, that means he's going to talk about everything, and he's going to do it under oath, meaning that he is convinced that these whistleblowers that came to him are telling the truth, or at least they believe they're telling the truth. So if I was a journalist like him, I wouldn't be risking my career going on under oath to talk about this stuff unless I really thought it was true. I think that's going to be one of the curveballs that we're getting. But I found it very interesting what Gallaudet said about the nature of reality. And I wonder if he has another different type of account to which he has already mentioned, because he talks about it in his written statement about how he saw the Go Fast video on his server, and then on the next day it was erased, and never to see it again until the 2017 article from the New York Times. That's interesting. I think that part of these hearings are going to be also for the general public more. People who don't know about this is going to get presumably way more attention than the David Grush hearings last year. So if you see them talking as if we don't know about this, people who are like on this, please don't be mad. I think they're talking also to the general public that doesn't know. So I would recommend you be patient on that. just be a little bit more indulgent on what comes out from some of them. But let me know what you think the potential evidence could be. What do you guys think we could see there? I also want to congratulate Mr. Christopher Sharp for the recent article he wrote on the Liberation Times. There's a specific part where they talk about these agencies that go also to investigate the UFO phenomenon and phenomena underground. And then they have been going to investigate under tunnel systems. If you guys don't remember, link in the description. When I spoke to Thierry Jamon on the channel, he talked to me about this. He believes, and he said, that where the mummies were found is not actually a cave, a diatomaceous earth cave. It is actually a tunnel complex, which is filled with diatomaceous earth. But it is not caves. And the fact that Chris Sharp is talking about this now on his article does tie into all of this. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. And I'm going to leave the link to Sharp's article in the description. It is brilliant. He talks about a lot of aerospace companies and some really interesting aspects of these crash retrieval programs that you guys need to check out. It is incredible. So please let me know what you think in the comments. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share it on any platform you like. YouTube loves that. And hit the bell so you can see when I drop a new video. I try to do them every day. Last week I dropped 9 videos. So that was, I know, I kind of overdid a little bit, but that's okay. I do love doing this and I have a lot of fun. So if you want to support the channel in any other way, I'm going to leave a few links in the description. Anything you throw our way to help will be always appreciated. So thank you. And until tomorrow's video, I'll see you later. Bye.